During Sri Ramakrishna's illness, Ambika Acharya read his horoscope and dated his birth on the 3rd of Kartik, 1286 BY AD 1879. Kshetranath Bhatt calculation in 1300 BY is 1754 10 9 0 12. All tally. At this time, there is a conjunction of the Sun, the Moon, and Mercury. It is the sign of the Aquarius. Because of the conjunction of Jupiter and Venus, he would be the chief of a religious sect. Narayana Jyotirbhushan made a new horoscope at Belur Mutt. According to his calculation, 1242 BY, 6th of Falgun, Wednesday, 17th February 1836, 4 am, the second day of the bright fortnight of Falgun, when there is a conjunction of the three planets, all the points tally except the 10th of Falgun given by Ambika Acharya. And Narayana Jyotirbhushan reads Sri Ramakrishna's horoscope as follows. Sri Ramakrishna was born in the year AD 1836 on the second day of the bright fortnight of the month when the sun was in the zodiac of Aquarius, Kumbha, February 18th, early in the morning at about 5 am. His birth took place when it was Siddhi Yoga, owing to the auspicious union of the Shukla Ditviya with Purva Bhadrapada Nakshatra. His natal star was Purva Bhadrapada, Pegasi, the 25th lunar Manson. In his Janma Lagna, that is the zodiac at the time of his birth, there was the conjunction of the three planets, the Sun, the Moon, and Mercury, Surya, Chandra, and Buddha, and the other three planets, namely Venus, Mars, and Saturn, Shukra, Mangala, and Shani, were in exaltation in the 12th, 10th, and 7th houses respectively. And again, according to the sage Parasara, the planets Rahu and Ketu, two other ascending nodes of the moon, also occupied the highest positions as they were in the 2nd and the 8th houses respectively. Jupiter, Brihaspati, occupied the 3rd house, and so it had a tendency towards ascendancy. The result of this natal arrangement of the planets is, according to Bhrigu Samhita, that the man becomes the head of a religious movement, virtuous, highly honored, always engaged in doing virtuous deeds. He lives in a temple and gets a large following of disciples. He is called a great man by all and is born of the spirit of Lord Narayana. He is worshipped by all. Now coming to the Holy Mother's horoscope. 8th Posh Dhanu 1260, that is 22nd December 1853. Birth at 6:52 p.m. on the 7th day of the dark fortnight. The star being Uttara Falguni and the Rashi Simha. Life began with the period Dasha of the sun, which continued up to 5 years, 11 months, and 19 days. Lagnam, ascendant, is Gemini. Mars and Moon are in Leo, Mercury and Ketu are in Scorpio, Jupiter and Sun are in Sagittarius, Venus is in Capricorn, and Saturn and Rahu are in Taurus. Mars in Leo, Venus in Capricorn, and Saturn in Taurus confer Raj Yoga. So also Sun and Jupiter in Sagittarius confer Raj Yoga. Hence, these planets are very powerful and exert their full influence. Sun and Jupiter in the 7th house indicate that the husband will be very great and holy, and also show that one will not lead the life of any ordinary householder. Jupiter frees one from the bondage of senses, and the Sun makes one great, pure, powerful, and sattvika. These show that one born under such circumstances will have nothing worldly but will rather help the husband in his spiritual life. Sun with Jupiter being in the house of Jupiter aspect the ascendant Lagna, and Mars is aspected by Jupiter. These indicate extraordinary self control, purity of character, and strength of will. Mercury and Ketu show simplicity, austerity, and concentration.